videographed. And the privacy would be maintained by making a compartment right there as we do it on the booth. So this is our respect and salute to the senior citizens. Similarly, the persons with disabilities can also vote from home, those who have 40% and plus disability. Here, if they want to come to the polling station, which many of them are willing to come to the polling station, they are happy coming to the polling station. This is our experience. There would be volunteers, there would be wheelchairs, and there is an IT-based application called Saksham. All the persons with disabilities can book in advance whatever facilitation they want. So now, through you, I want to convey that the polling station is an entity now where we want to express the inclusivity of the society, male, female, 80 plus, transgender, PBTGs, all alike. Therefore, again request to everybody to please come and vote. Now, having told you about the ER and the polling stations, let me come to some technology part, which is this particular part is called the C-Vigil mobile application. It is extremely useful for us, and we request your help in popularizing this to curb the use of money power or any freebies. Please download this app. On this app, you can just take a direct photo of anything which is wrong happening anywhere. If a voter or a candidate or anybody, any citizen, who sees that something wrong is happening, which is unethical from the purposes of from the point of view of the elections, like somebody is distributing money, somebody is distributing liquor or freebie or sari or cooker or whatever, take a photo or write a few sentences, post it. Your name is not known. We will not disclose your name. And you don't have to tell your location. The location will automatically be taken through the longitude and latitude of your location. Your location will be taken. So what does it do? In 100 minutes, we will verify your complaint and convey to you what had happened. Was it true? Was it not true? What action we have taken? So this has helped us in curbing money power in many states. So to the citizens of Telangana and through the help of the friends from the media, please popularize this in the interest of democracy and in the interest of all of us so that we can curb this misuse of money power. Similarly, there is a voter helpline, as I mentioned about the electoral roll. Please still download this voter helpline and check your voter ID card or check your polling station or any information one wants to know. You can even download your Epic card if your mobile number is fed in the system. So this is for the voters. And the next application is for, again, the help of the citizens to know what is the know your candidate. After the, one is the Subhida portal. The one was for the voter, next is for the candidates. To make the level playing field available to the candidates. If I apply for a ground, for a public rally, the party which applies first should get it first. First in, first out. So on this application, this is to bring transparency so that the administration is not partisan. This Suvidha app can be used by all candidates. The next is again very important application, which again we want to request you to popularize, Know Your Candidate. If any candidate has a criminal background, it is all available here for the voter to know and make an informed choice. The affidavit as filed by the candidate is available on this. So entire information is available. This is to encourage and this is to make the voter make the informed choices. Not only this, not only the candidate has to publish in 3 different occasions in the leading newspapers about the criminal background, also the political party will have to tell and publish why they selected a candidate with a criminal background. they also have to publish the regions so that voters can make the informed choices. There is an urban apathy, again through you we would request, which is set in. The state voter turnout is 73%, but in urban areas it is quite less. So while we have identified 29 ACs in 8 districts with urban agglomerates, there are 24 of these in the GHMC area, and we have a mission 29 to increase the voting percentage in the urban areas. Now friends, coming to the inducement part and telling you about the strict vigil on the interstate borders. There are 89 police checkposts. As you know, Telangana shares border with 4 states. We have 89 checkposts, total something like 148 checkposts in all, for 88 from police, commercial taxes, excise, forest, all put together, there are 148 checkposts. So now what have we directed for this? How do we curb the money power? We met for the inducement free elections, we met all the enforcement agencies to give you a glimpse of whom all we met. State police, state excise, central GST and custom, state GST, Directorate of Revenue Intelligence, CISF, Income Tax, Enforcement Directorate, State Transport. This list would be given to you, RBI, Civil Aviation, Narcotics, Railways, Forest, everybody, whosoever is involved in enforcement activity was called. So what did we tell them? The first very, very loud and clear message was given to each one of them to act very strictly against the use of money power during elections. They were directed to almost drive the inflow and distribution of liquor, cash, freebies and drugs. This perception or actual reality of misuse of money power, freebies distribution by various political parties or candidates doesn't augur well for democracy. So we have very, very clearly given them this message, and not that they take action only against small peddlers. They have been asked to identify kingpins of each malpractice. Whosoever is big involved in liquor or drugs or this, they must identify. 48 checkposts which I mentioned would all be now be having CCTV coverage, which is to be looked at the control room. What is happening? Online cash transfers, banks have been also directed to keep a watch, so that through wallet and all, money doesn't transfer to the voters. SLBC, that is the State Level Banker Committee, through RBI, has been told specifically to not allow the cash dispensing vehicles to move after the designated hours. There are possibilities, and there are possibilities that those vans are used for carrying the cash. Special vigil, they have been asked to keep on ambulances, and even if they doubt on the government vehicles, if they feel that can be used to carry the irregular or illegal things. Similarly, there are airports and private and helipads in the state. All the helipads, all the airstrips outside the wherever the non-commercial and unscheduled flights land, where the parties come, candidates come, they will all be manned and checked. Again, an application has been made to coordinate the work of all the enforcement agencies, meaning thereby they don't work in silos. Their reports are available and they report to amongst themselves what is happening, and they report to us what are they doing. Similarly, directions were further given to the state enforcement agencies for what? The sensitive goods which can be used as freebies, essentially FMCGs and sarees and cookers and this, that. All the warehouses and godowns whichever are there in the state and which can store this, they have been asked to keep a vigil and check them. What have we further said? That the resources of excise, commercial taxes, police, all must be pooled. Even transport, buses ply without getting any checking done. Railways are also extremely critical for, should be checked thoroughly through the GRP and through the RPF. They have also been directed. Checking of cargo movements through non-scheduled charter flights, as I mentioned, will also be done by the district authorities wherever there are unscheduled flights landing. And then how do we monitor? We'll monitor it through a weekly report of actions taken by different agencies, each one of them. Income tax, ED, customs, excise, every one of them. District election officers and SPs have been directed that number one, if there is a grievance from a political party or the candidate, they must inquire and respond. This is to ensure that there is a level playing field. Whosoever makes a complaint, there must be an answer to this. Voter information slips, so that people are aware as to where their polling station is, should be distributed in advance, not before a day or two of the polling day, so that everybody is aware as to where his polling station is, because there were cases reported to us that even families in some cases are not in the same booth. So they are definitely within 2 kilometers, but still they must be aware as to where they are, and the VIS, voter information slip, must be distributed in time. EVMs and VVPATs and everything should be moved strictly in the official vehicles, nowhere anywhere else. The cases of paid news and any violation on social media is to be strictly checked and monitored by each district through the special cells which they will be forming for this purpose. Some exist, some they will further mention. Now, liquor outlets, they will check the liquor outlets also for any rising trend in the offtake. Means if the consumption was X, if it is suddenly becoming something, so this is to check the outgo from the duty paid and the official shops as well. And in addition, anything which is going beyond this. Police has been very strictly asked to execute all the non-available warrants, whichever are pending, so that no miscreants remain outside till the elections are there, and they are in any case supposed to do this. We'll be also posting female staff to the polling stations to the extent possible to check the possible impersonations, and impersonation in any case is an offense, which you all know. We'll also be deploying observers for free fair elections, general observers, police observers, and also expenditure observers. All three will be deployed. Their phone numbers, their locations where they stay would be widely publicized through newspapers and through websites of everyone, so that, and they will also be required to stay at one particular place for some time, fixed timing, so that anybody wanting to reach at that spot, they must be available, number one, or through telephone or through anything. Social media cells, I have already mentioned that they will be established. So friends, now to kind of sum up, we are committed to deliver free, fair and transparent elections. Money power, freebies would be distribution, any of these would be on our special radar. We have directed the machinery, central and state both, to be extremely vigilant and careful and strict about this. We are sure that they will act. If they do not act, we'll make them act. As the time comes, we'll assess and ensure that they act on all of this. Media has always been our strongest ally. Election Commission recognizes this in its philosophy for a variety of reasons. It is through you that we come to know of anything which we are saying is not happening. And it is through you that we announce many things. Say for instance, the schedule when we announce after going, reviewing all states, only the press would be first to know. Nobody else can ever know about it. So you are very strong allies. We request through you again, 3-4 things. The applications like CVigil, applications like Saksham, which is for our PWD candidates, PWD voters, the women awareness for their voting, youth, KYC, which is for knowing the candidate and its criminal background, is all popularized through your mediums, through the power of your pen and your channels, all alike. Thank you very much once again.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the detailed briefing. Friends, floor is open for questions. Just keep sitting, just raise your hands, the micers will come to you. Second row over there. Yeah, please do that. Kindly